This call is from a person currently in a prison in England. All calls are logged and recorded and may be listened to by a member of prison staff. If you do not wish to accept this call, please hang up now.
Saturday, the 1st of February 2025, B-Wing, HMP Wandsworth. Woke up by a screw for social early. This time there was a new event, handover. Because laundry takes numerous days, there's handover. That's to swap bedding and towels, so I did that. I kept my 2 extra blankets as well as extra bed sheets, or they'd be confiscated, and then I'd have less to keep me warm overnight. I can't just rotate the extra blanket and extra sheet, swapping every week. I also had to screw about my canteen. Apparently, every single prisoner got no canteen, or they got the wrong canteen. They were blaming DHL. They said DHL sent the orders from the week before to everybody, not what they ordered for this week. The kiosk also had this on the news update menu after you first log on. The screw said that people are getting smokers and non-smoker packs, which is what you first get when you come to prison, just to attend to people's vaping needs. But I don't think that that's true. In the queue for a shower, a prisoner said that this happened before. Those that never got the week before canteen will get this week's and next week's canteen next Friday. That's 6 days from now. If that's true, I'll get a lot. So far, there's been little heating, no water. Oh, there's been little heating, hot water. Today at dinner, there was no eggs. Oh my gosh. I was supposed to get 2 eggs with my half burnt, half soggy, raw potato waffles with beans. There was also no tomatoes. There was no bread. So basically there was barely anything to eat for the whole wing. Eventually more eggs came after the group refused to bang up without their eggs, including me. The pig screws was reluctant after they brung the extra eggs to give me 2. They kept telling me to wait, and I was like, what the fuck am I waiting for? That's my fucking order, give me an egg. My cellmate, he even got no beans, no bread, and was very hungry after their so-called meal. They ate tomato cereal straight after their meal. When dinner came, which was pitiful, after us, the biscuits ran out. I don't know if savory staff are just giving too much to people that they like, or they're not preparing enough. It's probably both. When people went without beans and eggs, the ugly pig screw was laughing in the canteen when people were very unhappy because the main portion of food for their meal that day was missing. The pig screw was actually laughing. I recorded for 2 hours for the podcast. I'm not far off being moved to B-Wing at Thameside, around halfway of the diary entries so far. This must be the most dysfunctional prison in the country. My pen ink is running out. Maybe it'll run out before I can get another from the canteen. I'm the hungriest I've been since being remanded. When I came here, I had a bin bag literally full of munch on food. Now I've got nothing. Even if I never shared it with my padmate, it would be long gone. Rips, that is rebels in prison, sent mail in. So thank you, Judith, Darmood, Isabella, Ross, Ruby, Louis. Shout out to Ella at HMP Style for your attached images. It's 8 p.m. Somebody's banging and shouting with others outside because they've got no power. Yes, they've got no electricity. I ask myself, what's next? Well, no electricity in my cell looks to be next. Wow, the screw told them to shut up and leave it alone. Unreal. Later, a screw told us in our cell not to use our kettle in case it trips the electricity. Obviously, we're going to be using the kettle.
Thank you for tuning in to Diary of a Political Prisoner. What was a short list for you was a period of time in prison for me. So please make sure that you subscribe on whatever podcast player you're listening on to be notified of future episodes. Each episode was recorded in a prison cell as I'm held on remand for allegedly being involved in a Palestine action to disrupt and destroy weapons in a genocidal Israeli arms factory under Section 5 of the Terrorism Act. My diary is a podcast only to give you something in the hope that you can give help and support to my mum and son, which I can't do by any other means from prison. In supporting them, for £5 a month, you can get a week's worth of episodes in advance every Monday. For £10 a month, you'll get the week's worth of episodes. Plus, I'll respond to any question you have in a monthly question and answer episode on my Patreon at patreon.com/politicalprisonerpod. For £25 a month, our humanitarian aid tier, you get all of the above while knowing my little boy is supported and happy. One-time donations can be made by emailing or messaging my producer on social media. Media/collaboration inquiries are on the same line as senders and inbox. If you can't support me family in my absence, please follow the podcast on Instagram if you're going to be listening. Please follow on Twitter, all of our socials. Our handle is Diary Pol Prisoner. Please share them and this podcast with your friends. It's free to do and it helps this project grow. You can also send me a prisoner email or letters, drawings, anything like that. Links to everything mentioned can be found in the podcast description below. Thank you, love and solidarity.